Things I am sick and tired of hearing as a black girl. Can I have the N-word pass?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Pretty Mind channel where we talk beauty, mindset, and everything in between. If you enjoy real talk, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. So today's topic is Black women against the world. It's basically what Black women sees, hears, and goes through on a daily basis. Let's get right into it. And stay till the end for a quick racism story time that I experienced literally from a Black man.
Things I am sick and tired of hearing as a black girl. Can I have the N-word pass? Are you kidding? Can I touch your hair? No, you can't. You're so whitewashed, or you listen to white girl music, or you act like a white girl, basically using any form of race as an insult. I actually wasn't aware that you could speak like a colour, but I'll keep that in mind for next time. Anybody who says that or has said it needs to check yourself, because that is such a stupid statement. You're so beautiful for a black girl. We can remove the last part of that sentence, because it's slightly dehumanizing and it makes you think that, well, was I not beautiful anyway? I don't get what race has to do with beauty. There is absolutely no correlation. I'm passionate about something and then someone in the corner goes, "You're so aggressive." Are you being for real? Or similarly, someone saying, "Oh my God, you're so intimidated, like I'm scared of you." Why is that? Because for me personally, I look like quite a friendly, approachable person to most. So what makes me terrifying to you? Why does the colour of my skin have to equate to my personality? When I have braids in, is your hair made of plastic? I feel like you have to be having a laugh, because that is such a brain dead question to ask. An equally as stupid question: you rebraid your hair every single night? Yes. I take out approximately between 50 and 70 braids every single 6 hours, and then I just redo them first thing in the morning, and it takes me 2 seconds. Please use your brain. You don't have to be black to know the answer to that question. If I pull your braid, will it hurt? Can you feel it? Stop touching my hair. Yes, I can feel it. It's attached to my scalp. I'm not trying to be racist, but you can stop right there. I know that you are instantly about to say the most derogatory thing ever. When I've got braids in and people ask, "Is that your real hair? Does it just grow like that?" Yes, it does. So I actually do have braids growing straight from my roots, and it's always been that way since I was young, and it's just so cool. I've actually been told this on a numerous amount of times. You would be so beautiful if you just changed your complexion. If anything, I am beautiful because of my skin colour. However, again, I don't think that the colour of my skin should be a measure of my beauty. And yes, it's sad to say that the beauty standard is to be white, skinny, with pale skin and blonde hair and blue eyes, or brunette and blue eyes, or brunette and brown eyes. And that is a fact that black girls just have to accept, but it's so wrong. I've had this one too. If your parents come from Nigeria, did they live in a bush? Nigeria is actually home to some of the richest people in the entire world, but sure. This is another one that annoys me. Oh, African kids are so poor. Everybody from Africa is poor. Again, Nigeria and Africa in general is not only the richest, but also the most beautiful country. So take the L. If you have a differing opinion, that's fine. Just don't bring it to my comment section, because I don't care. I've been asked, would you ever use bleaching creams? I think you should consider it. Why are you so pressed that I'm a few shades darker than you? Leave me alone. The whole concept of racism is stupidity and nonsense. Or someone's asked me, this is actually a recent question as well, someone's asked me if I do use bleaching creams because I'm quite light. What makes you think you can ask someone that type of question? Are you not home trained? The last thing that I am sick of doing or hearing being a black girl is having to type black girl after every single thing you want to search up. Because you know that the second you search something, for example, hairstyles, it's going to show you white girls. Yes, black people are a minority compared to a majority, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be included. Any form of racism, whether it be subtle, a microaggression, or literally calling a black person the N-word, is so beyond wrong. I'm sick and tired of people's mentalities. We are not in the 1800s anymore. Slavery is not a thing anymore. Get a life. Take that back. Slavery is no longer a thing anymore, but the repercussions of it are still happening to this day. Everybody who's watching this video, I want you to actually go and educate yourselves before you try and come for Black people. Because life is tough for us as it is. You don't need to make it worse. Why is that? Because white is the beauty standard and Black isn't, for some stupid reason. I want every single Black girl who's watching this to know that you are completely beautiful inside and out, and don't let these people take that away from you. Your complexion is perfect, the way you speak is perfect, and don't change the way you act just because the majority is telling you to. Because the way that you are, whatever way that is so unbelievably unique. And you are perfect just the way you are. Bye, loves.
One thing I noticed from my last video is that being Black is very different in Europe than it is from America. A lot of people from America were shocked at my experiences, especially about the braids discussion. And I want to refer to another situation of mine that happened at an old working place. So it was the first day of me getting braids again, and my boss, she was really lovely about my braids. She was very excited, she was very curious, and she gave me lots of compliments. She was really nice about it, but she had the 5 minutes rant, and it was, again, 10 minutes only talking about my hair, but I'm very used to that. All in all, I didn't think much about it. What was weird is that she said Rasta, but everyone in Europe calls it that, and she was also a little bit older. But why is it that I found out from another boss? He's above her. He's not directly above her, but he's above her in the company. He's told me that she went to him and she was like, what do you think about Laura's hair? Doesn't it seem unprofessional? Especially to others that are interested in our company, since I was in contact with a lot of people regarding business matters from the company. And she was like, can she really wear these Rastas? What are we gonna do about it? Don't you think it's unprofessional? What are the others gonna think about it? And when he told me that she said that to him, it was really shocking but also hurtful, because to me she put a whole act on and explained to me how much she loved my braids. You also learn to be stronger, because I remember when I heard this, I didn't want to put on my braids again, especially for work. I remember telling myself, I'm not gonna do braids again. I remember telling myself, this is the last time I'm doing my braids. And I did my braids again. And that's how you learn to become stronger, to stand up for yourself, to believe in yourself and have confidence.
What I want to know is, why are people so concerned when a Black woman is so quiet? Why we just can't be in our roles and our positions and have like a straight face? Why do you guys take our quietness as a concern? Like, do you understand that a lot of these Black women that are high performative, we're quiet because we're not used to like really expressing ourselves. Like, our culture is mostly giving poker face. We are not buddy and friends with anyone, barely even our family members. It's just like a handful of like our close girls that we're actually able to be very expressive. But outside of that, like, if there is no need for us to be smiling and to be forcing all these emotions when it comes to engaging, why do you guys need that? Like, we don't have to do that unless it requires us to. The work environment is really not that. We're really being paid to do our job. Why does it require us to also reward you guys with a smile while we're doing it? Are you guys paying us to smile? And I just want to ask y'all this. Was Massa paying us to smile in the field? Why the fuck would we want to do it now? Why do we got to put a smiley face when we got to be assertive? We're just trying to hold our heads down and do the best we can. Stop trying to expect us to coddle your feelings while we're doing it. We're already neurotic in being in this place. Please allow us to just create a safe space for ourselves to do our work. Don't ask us for nothing else. Don't ask us for nothing else. We're doing the best, okay? We're doing the best. We're doing the best. Jesus Christ. We're doing the best.
I gotta tell y'all what happened to me at work today. But before I tell y'all, I have a question. What is it about an introverted black woman in the workplace that disturbs y'all so much? And when I say y'all, I mean some of y'all white people. Now I said some, not all. So if it don't apply, let it fly. And if you feel like being slick, go and leave a comment because I have time today. I understand that black women, we have a stereotype and a narrative about ourselves in the workplace that we're very loud, we gossip, we like to be in people's business. I get that. But that does not pertain to everybody, and it doesn't pertain to me. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I don't fraternize with people that I work with. So there's never a time or a place that you're going to hear me say, hey, let's hang out, let's be friends, let's exchange numbers. I don't care about your grandkids, your kids, what you got going this weekend, what you throwing on that grill. That's not my business. And I have no plans on sharing my life with you. I'm just going to be honest. It's hello, goodbye, good afternoon. I'm probably not even going to ask you how you're doing because that's not my business. But anyway, my manager approached me today. She said, Jamise, can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, what's up? Well, some of your coworkers seem to think that you're a racist because you're not friendly to them at work and you don't talk to them at work. My only response was, okay, because I don't give a fuck. The first thing y'all gonna do, y'all gonna use that white privilege. Y'all use y'all white privilege the minute that y'all had a chance to, because I don't want to be y'all friend. Black women can't win for losing. Even when we quiet, we still bothering y'all. And y'all wonder why we don't deal with y'all in the workplace? It's the way you act. It's the way you act. Leave us the hell alone. Go to work, do your job, go home. All right? Don't worry about why nobody want to be your fucking friend, Becky. We don't have anything in common. And even if we did, I don't trust y'all. And that's exactly why. Go and get up out my face. I'm sick of y'all. We can't win. Black women cannot win. I don't even know what to say.
I feel that it's not talked about enough how being pretty is not always as sunshine and rainbows. Like, people act weird. People act really, really freaking weird. Every time I'm walking, going on my walk, and there's a couple and I pass a couple, the girl is trying to adjust herself to like make sure her boyfriend isn't looking at me. They start talking really loud. They start, boyfriend, oh my God, I love you, like doing all that. Let's not mention how like she will literally make her boyfriend be rude, you know, and just practically shove you out of the way without saying excuse me because she doesn't want her boyfriend to give you attention. People around you just act weird. That does not make you look good. It does not make you look good that you have your boyfriend being rude to random women because you think that, you know, your boyfriend's giving that girl attention. It reflects that you taught your boyfriend how to be rude. I was going into this coffee shop and there was a couple and the girl saw me coming in behind them. She had her boyfriend close the door behind him, that he wouldn't hold the door open for me. Like, nobody wants your boyfriends. Nobody wants your boyfriend, okay? Just because you feel threatened whenever a pretty girl enters the room doesn't mean that she wants your boyfriend. He's ugly. The amount of times that, you know, there's couples walking down the sidewalk and I'm literally having to step off of the sidewalk just because they decide to pretend that I'm not there and not say excuse me like it's the freaking 1930s. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. So I've gotten to a point where like we will bump into each other. We will bump into each other, okay? We will bump shoulders. We'll do it. We'll do it because I'm not stepping off the sidewalk like it's the freaking 1930s because you're triggered, because you're insecure. I think that they're giving off this vibe like, oh, I'm not bothered by a pretty girl passing me or walking past me, but it's actually making your insecurities be known to everyone else around you that you have a problem, when pretty girls enter the room. You have a problem with pretty girls. I went to Sweet Paris the other day and there was this middle-aged 30-year-old woman, and I feel like I get the most hate from literally older women. I don't know why older women are so jealous, but I literally went to Sweet Paris and this lady saw me exiting because I was about to leave and she really like started walking faster to beat me to the door. Why are you trying to beat me to the door? So weird. Then when she beat me to the door, she let the door close in my face as if to say, I'm not holding the door open for you. Like she swung it open so aggressively, but then like let it close in my face. Like, that's not cute. Like, you're letting everybody know that you're triggered. You're triggered by other women. I'm basically getting on here to say that when you guys do that, it actually makes the other girl look good. When you act insecure, when you act all protective over your boyfriend, like you're afraid if he looks at another girl, he might leave you for the girl, you are showing everyone your own insecurities. You're putting them on display. Even though you're being rude to people, you're letting them know that they got to you and that you think that that girl's better than you.
Special shout out to black women. I've often been credited with, having these grand ideas of people like, oh, Trevor, you're so smart and and then I'm like, who do you think teaches me? Unlike everybody else, black women cannot afford to around and find out. Black women in particular, they know what shit is, genuinely. I'll tell you now, do yourself a favor. You truly want to know what to do or how to do it, or maybe the best way or the most equitable way, talk to black women. They're a lot of the reason that I'm here.
Calling me black as an insult it's just not a key. I don't know why people think still today, in today's day, that saying, that's why you're black, that's why you're burnt, that's why you're dark skinned is like an insult. First of all, I grew up dark skinned my whole life. I was dark skinned all through elementary school, middle school, my whole life. Growing up dark skinned before 2010 or even before 2015, honestly, was like growing up in Jim Crow era. Nobody liked dark skinned people. So I have tough skin. I went through a lot. I was the ugly, black, Bernie, brown, dark-skinned girl all through elementary school, all through middle school. I was even told at one point in college that my friend was much prettier than me because she was light-skinned. So I've had a long journey of getting to love my skin, which I love my skin, and just like getting to a point where you can't make me feel bad for one, something I can't control, and two, something that's so beautiful about me. Like there are people out here that literally go to the doctor, go to the tanning booths, and they try to get skin like mine. So calling me darky, brownie, burnt, like, okay, babes, like, if you are taking that route to insult me, I know you have nothing else to say.
You will never survive in corporate if you're not a sheep. Sorry, not sorry, but it's true. Like, if you're neurodivergent or if you're just the type of person that's like super hyper aware of everything, it's gonna be a struggle for you. You're gonna be like really exhausted because you're just gonna have to like put on a facade, especially if you're a black woman too. If you're black, if you're a woman, if you're a black woman, it's just gonna be like really hard for you. You constantly have to be fake and just like basically play a character, and sometimes it's fun like when you want to clock in and like do your, what personality you want to be today, but then sometimes, everyone has their moods, and when you don't want to be in the mood and play pretend, it's going to get annoying and it's going to get really exhausting. You also have to be like hyper aware of everything, and like you can't trust anyone, especially, you know who. And like I said in the beginning, it's fun for a little bit, but then after a while it just gets like really draining and exhausting, especially when you see like your other counterparts just like getting to just live and just do their thing, and they don't have to really worry about the type of things that you worry about, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you need advice, if you're working in corporate, just shut the fuck up. If you're a woman, if you're black, if you're a black woman, shut up. Shut up. I promise you, that's the only way you're going to survive, because they will use everything against you. Everything. Even those small details that if you're having like a casual conversation with a coworker and you mention just like a casual detail that you don't even think is relevant, they will use that against you. And if you're like me and you just can't deal with that, then don't. Do what you have to do and then get out of it, start a business or start working somewhere else or do whatever. But yeah.
I literally love being a black girl so much. Like, my hair was different 2 days ago. The way gold looks on me, brown lips, brown nails, everything is just so cute.
So I've been at this job for like 2 years now, and I have a manager who basically is always telling me like, why are you never smiling? Like, you always seem upset, you seem unapproachable. And I'm like, you do realize that's a microaggression, right? Why are you telling me that I need to be smiling? Bitch, I'm not going to smile every fucking second of the day. And telling me that I'm not smiling and I look unapproachable and I look upset is actually a microaggression, because you're trying to portray me to be an angry black woman, and I'm not. I'm just not smiling. That it is what it is. I'm not going to smile to make you feel better or to help you sleep at night. Kiss my fucking ass.
Black women don't owe you nothing.
Guy who was with his friends. My friend ended up dancing with one of them. I was talking to him, asking where he was from, etc. I gave him an Instagram so we can meet up later for a late night party. At the end of the concert, me and my friend, we needed a ride. So I messaged him. He was still there. So we met up. The friend my friend was dancing on was actually the one driving. And I think we had like a little... not an argument. I think like we had a little misunderstanding or something, and I don't even remember what it was about. It wasn't even that serious. And out of nowhere, this guy proceeds to say, "Oh well, you're a black girl, so," and I was literally shocked. I didn't even say anything. I just laughed and I completely ignored the whole thing because I needed a ride, but the silence really made him sit with his own stupidity. And I obviously didn't end up going to the night party. He messaged me the other day and I didn't even respond, but he said, "Oh, I didn't know you like the message was, "Oh, I didn't know you spoke English." And anyone who knows me know I always speak English, regardless if you only speak French or not. So that was really stupid. And the guy didn't even say anything, by the way. I think he was just as shocked as me because it actually wasn't even that serious. Like, it just came out of nowhere. Like, the racism came out of nowhere. So his friend was baffled. And yeah, he didn't say anything, which was kind of weird. But I guess he's used to his friend being this way. But, like, he was still low-key shocked because it was unnecessary for him to say that in the moment, because actually nothing happened. Oh, and when I say I needed a ride, it was literally an hour. The concert was an hour outside of the city, so I really needed a ride. And I tried to not let them drop me off near my Airbnb, but they ended up seeing where my Airbnb was at, so it didn't even matter anyways. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. And have a nice day.